Hey, Jay Gratch, good morning. How's everything up Ohio way? Hope all is well. You're number one this morning, Jay Gratch. You be the number one dude. And let's see, I'm just taking and doing up a few things right here. Slayer Brooks, good morning. Hope you were doing well, Slayer Brooks. I hope you are doing well. And let's see, we've got Chris, good morning. All the way from Oregon. Slayer Brooks from Kentucky. Jay Gratch from Ohio. Southpaw is with us this morning. Good morning, Southpaw. ECU Al from North Carolina. And I'm right here at the fire, just seeing what it is that I've got that I can fix up, cook up, work up, and make sure that my character's in pretty good shape. Beano32 is here. Good morning, Beano32. And let's see, I'm just crafting up a little bit of horse meal at the present time. We're going to get ready and get a few people into the lobby here in order to be able to do a little bit of slaughter on the water. That's what it is, slaughter on the water today. And let's see, we're going to have Katie, we're going to have ECU Al, Spud Spot, Brian Spotnik, Jay Shredder. They're all going to see just how well things are going, out on Flatiron Lake. Let's see what else I've got here. I don't know that I've got much else. There's a couple of things right there I can cook up in the way of minty big game. Always looking to do well there. That's going to be my breakfast this morning, I would say, is the minty big game. Thank you. Let's see, over there on TikTok, we've got Gorilla Radio. We've got the Masked Mullet. And we've got Assassin. We got Psychology over there, the Psychology Professor. Richard Brown, Band-Aid 1, The Dude, Hashish, Junior, we got Junior Skinner, and we got Dustin Cody over there. Good morning to everybody. And on YouTube as well, good morning. Let's stow this and see if we can get going back here. Good morning, Blast Gordon. Blast, regarding your request, I won't have an available spot because as long as I've got the 5 that are going to be joining me for Slaughter on the Water, and then myself, that's 6 spots. There's no place else to go beyond 6 spots on a private. So I'll have to wait until something opens up in order to be able to do that. But once we're done with Slaughter on the Water, then we can all join in on free roam. But at least this way, they'll have a better chance of being able to find a steamboat. Cano is with us. And Star Spangled Mods. Whoa! Star Spangled Mods. That's an interesting one. And let's see. I'm from South Carolina, middle of the state. Clarendon County, home of the Swamp Fox. That's right, home of the Swamp Fox, right here at Pocatello Swamp. And I'll tell you what, we're right here. This swamp is 728,000 acres. He's a little nervous this morning. Either that or he's testing out his reflexes. Something like that is what I would say. So, yeah, Gordon. Yeah, Blast Gordon. He's streaking. All right. Watch streak. Yeah, look at that. Look at that, Blast Gordon. Blast Gordon, watch streak. A 3-stream streak. Okay. All right. Well, that's cool. That's cool. You must have been busy doing something one morning, Blast. All right. For everybody out there, good morning to you all. And we're right here in the Great Plains. And Madame Nazar, if you're looking for her, she's right up there at Tall Trees. And she's right along the Tall Trees border. Right here in the Great Plains, or just outside the Great Plains. That's where she is if you need her today. I've already been up to meet her, and I've already let's see, you're South Carolina too, Cano. We're in South Carolina. Where in South Carolina are you from, Cano? Let's see if we can get something hooked up here. Maybe you're close by. I'm in Manning, Manning, right along Route 95. We're considered the oasis of travel spots, I guess it is. We've got a travel center down the street where everybody pops in for some gasoline, for something to eat, that type of thing. So Tyler Roberts is over there on TikTok as well. Good morning, Tyler. And let's see. So cool. Yeah, so I'm South Carolina. That's where I'm at, middle of the state. I'm about 70 miles from Columbia, 50 miles from Charleston, 40 miles from Florence. Those are the big surrounding cities that are near me. So that's cool. Let's see, Arville joined. Good morning. And let's see. I haven't seen anything from Kano to see where he's from here in South Carolina. We've got several other people that are part of this stream that are from Columbia, for example. You got T-Bones up in Columbia, and we have KB Pelican from Columbia as well. There is an individual from Sumter, although I haven't seen her in quite some time. She stopped in for a few days. So yeah, Joseph Zander. Oh, thank you, Joseph Zander. Appreciate it. I didn't get a pre-game post over on TikTok this morning indicating that we're going to be starting. I try to do that, but quite often I miss it. You know, I miss it. In particular, if I get involved in something in the game. And I probably should do up a bunch of them in advance. And I think that might be a good idea. I think I'll do up a week's worth of them in advance and just keep them in draft and try to remember to hit them, you know, once I get going. So, yeah. What is that? Let's see. Dat. Dat joined. That's the way that I'm going to pronounce that, because the fact of the matter is that it gets a little bit of tongue twisty thereafter. But Dat's here. Dat boy Aaron. Oh, okay, I got it. Dat boy Aaron is over there. Miles is over there. I wonder if that's the same Miles that I met out at South Dakota, the South Dakota Black Hills Redemption. Oh, congratulations, Blast Gordon. Happy birthday. In fact, Blast Gordon, let me go ahead and give you a personal gift right here. Okay, you can see it. I'm giving you the clap right there. That's, you've got it. You've got the clap. And what I'll even do is I'll even see if I can give you an in-game clap. Let's see. Can I do that? Let's see if I can get over there. Listen, it doesn't get you over there that well. All right, let's see. All right, I see where Cub is out there. Let's see. Cub right now. I'm getting ready to start the slaughter on the water, and once I see some people in. Just to see how it's all going. I think what I'll do is I'm going to take a minute, see if I can bring some of those people in, because it's going to take them a few minutes to get themselves a steamboat. All right, there's Katie. The invite was sent out to Katie. I've got one sent to her. Let me see about ECU Al. Hey, good morning, Katie.
How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Let me just get this drop down going.
Sure.
By eliminating the drop down, then what I do is I eliminate that bubbly, gurgly effect.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Are you in?
Now, what I've done, Katie, is I'm bringing you in, and it's nearing daylight, and you can find a steamboat if you're looking for it, or whenever you're looking for it.
Okay.
And what I'd like to do is I'd like to do this event. How did I get here? My God. What am I caught up in here? Oh, my tent. How am I going to get from behind this board?
Oh, you
That
look
is
like.
wild.
Yeah.
Do you see, if you go into the tent, I'm behind a board in there.
Now I show
Some
you
sort of a,
outside of your tent. Are you stuck?
I don't know that. Oh, let me just.
Because I can try and
Or
rope you.
I think I'm stuck. I don't know. Like I'm tied up. It looks like I'm inside my tent and behind some sort of a.
There.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Drag me.
Now, are you still
there,
in the
that's better.
tent?
Oh
Okay.
no, I'm outside now. Good job, Katie.
Oh,
Good job.
we've run across that with the wagon.
Yeah, I have that happen sometimes, but that's the first time I've had that happen in a long time.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me see if we've got ECU Al right there. Oh, okay, there he is. He's in the party. Good morning, Al. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and invite some of the others in. Brian Smartnick, Jay Shredder, Spud Spot. Those are the people that are going to be competing this morning. I'll have to do some random number generating right there.
How you doing, Al?
Okay, I'm either fighting off a cold or this pollen is getting me. Everything is just covered in pollen right now.
Yeah. Phoenix is my favorite friend. And I don't like that pizza much, but it does help. Sorry, Warren.
No, that's all right. You're fine. You sound pretty well plugged up, Al.
Yeah.
All right. An invite has been sent out to Spud Spot. We'll see if he responds. And then I'm waiting to see if Brian Smartnick comes into the game. I can look quickly.
I can see if Jay's on real quick.
Yep.
Well, something's going on with my game because I've been, for the past 2 days, I've been having weird issues that nobody else has. So I think I need to clean my cache.
I'll tell you what. If you want to clean out some cash, I'll give you my address where you can send it. As long as it's the CASH.
The only coin I have to clean out is my penny jar.
All right. The Jay Shredder says he'll be on in a couple of minutes. And this is what we're going to be doing this morning. I'm going to go right on over to the Discord, and I'll just read it right from the Discord, exactly what we're going to be doing. This event today is called Slaughter on the Water. And what we're going to do is we're going to take and we're going to grab a couple of steamboats. There are a couple of different styles that you can choose from, or you can just grab whatever you grab. And what we're going to do is we're going to load up a driver, and we're going to load up a couple of players, and we're going to start from different ends of Flatiron Lake, and we're going to converge on each other at just a shooting and a killing. That's all I can tell you. And then whoever's left standing is the winner of that particular match. So you get a steamboat on Flatiron Lake. There are different types available. That's number one. Number two, we're looking for a driver and up to 3 passengers. And then number three, we're going to, on go, you will approach each other from a fair distance apart from each other with the intent on killing each other or sinking the boat, either or. The pursuit for control of Flatiron Lake will begin each morning at 9 o'clock. So you've got until 9 o'clock in order to find a boat that you feel comfortable with. You cannot use any Deadeye, okay? You cannot use any Deadeye. You cannot use any E-rounds, and you cannot use any dynamite. And this will be a daylight competition because I want everybody to be able to see the activity that's going on. And this will take place, well, I was going to say it'll take place in free roam, but because of the few people that I have that have signed up for this event, we're able to do it right here in a private lobby. So right now, including myself, there are 6 of us here. I can have 6 in a private lobby, and we'll just take it from there. And that way, the boats are going to be more available, and we're not going to be hassled by anybody. Not that I think that we would be being out on the lake once you've got a steamboat, but nonetheless, we just don't want to have any issues going on in that respect. So that's where we're at today. So that will begin at around 9 o'clock. Now I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my number generator, and all of these names I'm going to select a number. And then I'm not going to tell you what they are just yet. But I will pick two people to go find a boat. And I'll tell you who those two people will be because they're technically going to be the captain of the boat. Whether they drive it or whether they're a shooter, no matter. They are going to be on the opposite boat. So let me go over and get a number generator and see if we can get that going. All right, random number generator right there, and I need to change the information, the stats, the parameters in which we're going to pull a number right there. Okay, so let's see if I pull this first one. All right, so the first one is Jay Shredder. The next one is going to be Brian Smartnick. Those are the two captains right there, Jay Shredder and Brian Smartnick. Now, Jay says he'll be right in. Brian Smartnick usually rolls in a little bit late because he does work throughout the evening hours, and he'll be along soon, I'm sure. All right, let's see what I'm going to do. In the meantime, if you're looking for something to do, there's plenty to be done in the way of daily challenges. You've got 7 items in the upper 7 to be done as far as your generals are concerned. Let's see. The only thing that I see as being a problem is 3 kills with explosives in a showdown. And the reason I think that that's a little bit difficult to do is because not very often do you jump into a showdown and you have your choice of weaponry. It's usually dedicated weapons created by Rockstar, and they're usually melees. And sometimes you can pick up some weapons along the way, some guns once you're into a game, like a shotgun, and you can get your kills accordingly that way. So maybe it won't be so bad for you, but typically speaking, I don't go in and do those because they're so difficult to get. And quite frankly, I just don't need them like that. You know, I've been playing the game long enough so that I don't need to complete the uppers. I've got my belt buckle, I've got my medallion for completing the uppers, so I just don't have to go there. A lot of times I don't. Now, a lot of times I'll go for the gold because I'm working on my gold stash. And that's just the way that it goes for my gold as part of my goal. So in any event, that's just a play on words right there.
Can I get a game invite?
All right, let's see. Now, let's see. Who just spoke? Somebody just speak?
Me, Spud.
I sniffled. Maybe that's what it
Oh,
was.
Spud. Yeah, Spud. Yeah, by all means. Yeah, let me get on and get you in. Okay, Spud has been invited, so Spud should be right in. And we're waiting for Jay Shredder and Brian Smartnick. And as it turned out, interestingly enough, the random number generator indicated that those two were going to be the captains. Then we're going to see... All right, let's see. So I just want to... Okay, so number 1. Okay, Katie, you're going to be with number 1.
Okay.
And ECU Al, you're going to be with number 2. Now, number 1 is Brian Smartnick's team. Number 2 is Jay Shredder's team. And now we need to deal with Spud Spot. Now, here's the deal. Spud Spot becomes an odd man. He becomes an odd man, which means that one team is going to have 3 people, and the other team is only going to have 2 people. And we're just going to see how that goes. Oh, wow. Alpha Wolf. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, so TikTok doesn't show. It's funny. We had some problems this morning with communications. TikTok, no stream, only web. I'll have to look into that when the game is over. Does Jay need a fill-in, Lakin? I don't think so. I mean, he says he's going to be right on in just a moment. And by the way, that's Lakin. Okay,
If it's an odd number, we could do with an extra though. Essentially.
We could what?
Didn't you say that the teams are odd?
Yeah, right now I have an odd number of people that will participate.
In that case, Lakin
You could be the sixth,
I
Warren.
wanted. Or that.
Well,
or-
technically I could. Yeah, and I could do that. Well, why don't we just do that?
Okay.
Because I'm in here, I can't bring in Lakin because I can't bring in Lakin because we just don't have enough room in this private. If we go out
Oh,
into
right, I
a
see.
free roam, then we could do that. I'm on, says Jay Shredder. All right, let me get Jay in here.
Go get some coffee. I'll be right back.
I can't put any open rules again because I wasn't at my desk at the time.
Okay, Jay Shredder has been invited in. So now we're just looking for Brian Smartnick to come in. And we'll just have to see where that goes. Maybe Brian won't be here. I don't know. It would be hard for me to believe that Brian wouldn't come into a competition that he signed up for because he's quite the competitive individual, as we all know, for sure.
Yes.
Well,
All right,
also
so we'll
too,
just-
I put 9 o'clock, so it could be that.
Yeah, and that's fine. That's
Okay.
perfectly fine. And what I wanted, Katie, is I wanted to make sure that everybody had enough time to go over and find a steamboat, and maybe get used to driving it around, and maybe get used to using some of the boats that are out there in the lake as a means of using cover. And there's Brian Smartnick right there. He's saying that he'll be here in about 15 minutes. So the fact of the matter is here comes Jay. There's Jay Shredder. All right. Good morning, Jay.
Good morning.
Okay.
Hello.
So now, just to let you know, Jay, you can jump into the posse because let me make sure the posse large enough. Camp. Okay, I should have the large camp now. So you should be able to jump into the posse, Jay. And we're just waiting for Jay to jump in. Now, Jay, you were randomly selected as a boat captain. Okay.
All right.
You're the captain of the boat. Now, right now, you have on your team Katie Badger McKean. All right?
Okay.
And then I'm going to do one more number selection, and I'll wind up becoming a part of this in order to even it up. And we're going to see what number comes up next. Okay, next comes... All right, I have to change that.
I can't seem to jump in.
Okay, let me make sure that I'm open. That's a possibility. Settings. Yeah, I am open. The posse's open. But let me see if I've got too many. That could happen as well. And that is the case, so let me get rid of some. And you should be able to get in now, Jay. Okay. So let me see what number comes up next. And okay, so I'm going to be with let's see who's got number one. I'm going to be with Brian Smartnick. One, and then that would mean that Spud Spot, Brian Smartnick. Got myself. That means Spud Spot is going to be with number 2, Jay Shredder.
Okay.
Okay, so the teams are ECU Al, Spud Spot, and Jay Shredder as one team, and it will be myself, Brian Smartnick, and Katie Badger McKean on the other team. That's the way the event is going to go down today.
Sounds good.
Okay, so now what's going to happen is, Jay, at any time, you can go over and you can try and find a steamboat. And there are a couple of different models that you can get. The best place to do it is to go over to Rhodes, maybe grab a canoe, get out into the middle of the lake. You could probably do it right here from Blackwater as well, if you can find a boat to get out into the middle, and then, kill the driver, and then take over the steamboat.
Okay.
And there are a couple of boats available. There is a boat that is a steamboat that just has the steam engine in it, where people can get into the boat. So 2 people can get into the boat along with a driver, and there is really no cover. There's no cover at all. Or you can look for the slower boat. It's bigger, it's a little bit slower, but it does have some cover on it. Okay, there'll be either some hay bales, some barley bales, some wheat bales that you can duck and hide behind if you need to. Good morning, Scarlett. And let's see. I wanted to look at Scarlett's right here. Now, I wonder why. Katie, are you here?
Yeah. I'm not.
Do you see Scarlett on the chat?
No, I haven't brought up your stream.
Okay. Now
give me a
that
second.
icon that we were talking about, it doesn't show for Scarlett on here, but yet I can go in and it shows exactly that she is listed as VIP in here.
Yeah, she's not on the list of your VIP either. If you go into the people,
Uh-huh.
if you check.
If I go into Roles Manager, for instance, if I go into Roles Manager and I scroll down, and there's Scarlett, and it shows her clearly as VIP.
Okay.
Now let me take that off completely. Let's see. Let me take that off completely. Okay, now she's got nothing. I want to see if her icon changed on the stream, and it has not. But let me put her back. Yeah, and even the number of VIP count changes when I add her.
Okay.
So it's definitely adding her, but it's not showing on the stream, on the party, the stream chat.
Yeah, I'm wondering. There's something. Twitch is such a funny, delicate flower sometimes.
Right.
After stream, let me research and try to figure out why. There's some kind of glitch that's holding it up.
Well, I'm wondering, yeah, and it could even be on her side with some settings that she's gotten or something like that. I'm not sure, but I've clearly got her listed as a VIP.
Yeah. I don't know why she's not showing
But yet it
up.
doesn't show on the stream chat that way. Maybe we need to kill her off and then bring her back. I don't know.
I just found a pretty good boat.
Cool.
Better than
Did you?
stuff.
I'm riding around
Oh,
roads trying to find one.
No sound to me. If I
We
could
went
drive
down
it.
to the lake
Oh, that's weird.
because we went to see if we could
Oh,
do
there.
it, and we found a boat.
How'd that work out for you?
Well, to drive the boat, you do need the command Y to get the rudder,
On the move.
and
Yep.
and then A to go.
Yep.
Okay, it took us a while to figure that one out.
But you did get it.
We did
That's
get
a good
it,
thing.
so that's, I thought, would be helpful.
Yeah, myself and Lace and Joe Burke, Josie Wales went out and tested it along the way. So I do know that it's available and
Yeah.
it's working. I do know that there were two boats, two different style boats available. I don't know whether or not there is more than that, but I do know that there are two that are available. Go ahead, Jay. What is your question? Jay, you here?
Yes, I do not have a question, I don't think.
Oh, it says answer a question, Jay Shredder,
Oh,
10 minutes ago.
That was just so you could see that I was on.
Oh, okay, well, I'll give you back your bullets on that one then. Tip says, go ahead, blow Lace a kiss. Happy to do it. Right there. I got her covered there, Tipped. Yes, sir. Let's see, Scott, let's try in there. Yeah, actually, you can sink a boat anywhere on the lake, but you need dynamite to do it. I don't know that you're going to be able to sink it by using bullets. If you do, it's going to be a very slow action. And what I'm going to do is, we're just waiting for Brian Smartnick to come in. And once we've got everybody in, then we can start watching not only the time, but the daylight hours. Now, the reason I'm concerned about the daylight hours is because I'm finding that when I take and I do a video, if it's at nighttime, it's really pretty dark. Now, you can make out what's going on, but the detail is not the greatest in the world. So what I'm starting to get into my head, the thicker area of my head, that is, the thicker area of my head is basically saying that what I need to do is I need to have these events occur during daylight hours. And so we'll do that. We'll do it during daylight hours. That way, when I put the video up on YouTube, it's going to show, and it's going to show well. That's the way that it'll be. So let me just run over the teams once again, and then for Spud Spot, I'm going to go over the rules once again. The team number one, the captain is Brian Smartnick. So Brian Smartnick is going to be able to choose who is going to be the driver and who are going to be the shooters. Now, at any time that we get into a battle, the driver can come out of driving and stand there and shoot if that's what they choose to do. That's up to them. But you know that if that happens, that your boat is slowly going to come to a stop. So, choose wisely. So team number one is going to be Brian Smartnick, Katie Badger McKean, and Badass Warren. Okay? Team number two, the captain is going to be Jay Shredder, and he is going to have available to him as people on his boat, underneath him as being the captain, Spud Spot, and also ECU Al. So there you have it. There's the team. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly go over the rules once again. And what I'll do is I'll do it a little differently so that we don't lose audio, because that audio is really strange. Anytime I do anything on the computer, we typically lose audio for TikTok, and I don't want to do that. So I'll do this on my phone. And Slaughter on the water. All right, so here are the rules one more time. Well, let's see if I can. There we go. Here are the rules one more time. Get a steamboat on Flatiron Lake. There are different types available. Number two, one driver and up to 3 passengers. Well, in this case, we're going to have one driver and 2 passengers. On go, you're going to take these boats. You're going to be at different ends of the lake. On go, you're going to drive your boat any which way you want. You can play offensive, you can play defensive, whatever you choose to do insofar as maneuvering your boat. Okay, and then the intent is to attack in such a manner whereby you either sink your competitor's boat or you kill off all of the people that are in their boat. If you do that, then you are the winner and you are the king of the lake, so to speak. And let's see, you can take, and you will not be able to
All right, I
use
got a pretty
Deadeye.
good boat right on the lake here. I'm sorry.
Okay. There will be no E-rounds that you can use, and there will be no dynamite that you can use. There will be it'll be a daylight competition, and this will take place, out on Flatiron Lake. And that's pretty much it. Adjustments to the competitions will be based upon the number of sign-ups, and we've already made an adjustment right there. And what we are playing for, this is what you're playing for. I ordered special a little trinket that is a steamboat. Okay, so the winners are going to get the steamboat trinket, and a collector's ring to put that steamboat trinket on. Along with many other trinkets. And what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to take and get trinkets that are viable to the different competitions that we have. For example, we just finished a competition with, not really a competition, but an event that was the wagon train. And I was able to go out and get some trinkets that were little covered wagons. So people that participated in that will have a covered wagon trinket show up in the mail one day new, sometime in the near future. And this is going to be Slaughter on the Water. Now that's what it's definitely going to be. And I'm...
All right, so
let's...
I'm on a boat here, but this one doesn't seem to have a steering wheel or anything on it.
Okay, if you're on one of the bigger boats, Al, then you can't drive them. It has to be a little steamboat.
This was a cool one too. Oh well.
Yeah, those big boats you can't drive, but you can use them for coverage.
Jay, if you come to me, I've got a good boat for us.
Yeah, I saw you making your way from over by Saint Denis, Spud.
It's so slow.
I know, you're getting there. I'm watching it on the map.
All right, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump the fence here, and I'm going to go down. I'm right over here at Blackwater, down here on the pier, looking out on the water. All right, so Brian Smotnick is here. Let me get him into this. Okay, Brian Smotnick is on his way in now. Invite has just been sent, so we should be cool. And here comes Brian right now. Good morning, Brian.
Well, I'm in the shipping lane, but I can't find the right boat.
Good morning, Brian.
What's gotten into your head?
There he is.
How are you doing?
All right,
I got a
Brian
question. I got a
Smotnick.
question.
Yeah,
I
Go
say
ahead.
you're on the water, okay?
Hello.
You die, you're out, right?
you die, you're out.
Okay.
Yep. And the reason being is because when you respawn, you're going to respawn on land.
Okay.
Now, we could make a change to that if everybody is agreeable. And what that means is that we could take and make a rule change whereby if you die and you respawn, the driver of the boat or the captain can go pick that individual up off of the land, and we can take and get him back on the boat so that he can fight again. Now, what that would mean is that then we would do a score count, and whoever has the biggest score at the end of it, let's say a half an hour or a 45-minute period of time of in combat, then they are declared the winner. So it's conceivable that you can die And let's say for example, I'm a boat driver, and somebody kills me as a boat driver. Well, then somebody that is left on that boat is going to have to take over driving. I will respawn on land. I would say to you where I am respawning. You would have to drive the boat over at that time, pick me back up, get me back into the fight, and we go from there.
Okay, I mean,
And
let's...
then over a period of time, let's say that it's 45 minutes, we take and at the end of 45 minutes, whoever has the most kills is going to be declared the winner, and basically king of the hill, in this case king of the lake.
Let's vote on it. I say aye.
Okay, what
Sounds
does everybody
good to
think
me.
about that? Does everybody
like
want to
it.
do that?
I say do it.
Sure.
Okay, all right, that's what we'll do then. So that you
Okay.
are liable, you are able to die and get back on the boat. Now, what's going to happen? Is the other team going to allow that to happen? Are they going to allow that boat to go over and pick up another passenger? I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. I mean, I could throw out a lot of suggestions that would take and make it interesting, but at the same time, it allows your opponent to be able to do the same. So that's just the way it is. Now, maybe in the zeal to chase down the boat that's going to pick up another, they will become lax and wind up getting shot themselves. Hard telling, not knowing. That's what it's all about. That's what we're going to find out. And that's going to begin around 9 o'clock or shortly thereafter, once boats are available and the two captains are able to say, I have a boat, let's get joined up and go from there. And the two captains, as I have said, is Brian Smartnick and Jay Shredder. Brian Smartnick is Team 1, Jay Shredder is Team 2. So I'm going to take a moment just to make that difference show on paper here for me.
Good evening.
So team number 1, because I'm going to need to do a kill count. Team number 2.
Did your boat sink, Spud?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's very, very sad because it was really good. Now these ones.
You can
are just
only-
really good.
You can only take them so far, and then you hit a spot where they just sink.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of lurking up on the big part of Flatiron.
Normally-
See if I could find a
You can
killer
normally
that'll come
see.
by.
You can normally see where you can't go, but out here it's too difficult.
Well, there is something that I could tell everybody about. You can drive those boats without ever sinking or having them disappear on you on their own by staying relatively close to land, number 1. And number 2 is if you stay in the waters between Rhodes and Black Iron and Blackwater, if you stay anywhere in these waters right here that I'm going to, your boat will not sink.
Hey,
Okay?
do you have a
It's
boat?
when you get down into the area that let's see, that ECU Al is in and that Jay Shredder is in. That's where they'll start sinking if you get too deep out into the water.
It's about survival, ain't it? Just what an animal is a wandering one. You really say?
It's to prevent you from crossing. I know that.
No, I can cross. I've crossed 100 times from Rhodes to Blackwater in a canoe.
Oh,
no
not
less.
like that. I mean the other side.
Oh, no.
So, Mexico direction.
Okay, all right, I got you, and that makes sense. I would agree with that. Okay, number 2, Jay Shredder is team captain.
Hey, do you have a boat?
So, Jay Shredder, ECU Al.
I have a rowboat. I'm still waiting for a
Oh man.
steamer to come by that I can get on.
And
Yeah, I'm in a canoe.
See, I'm
Did you
on a
have a boat?
steamer, but it's not the best.
Saw a
I
lot
just-
of the
I'll
big
just bring
ones.
this one over, I guess.
now I can tell you that there's a difference in speed of these boats as well. So beware of that.
Okay, did you find a boat?
Okay, yeah, I get what you're saying, Scarlett, about the dead spot.
I'm in a rowboat looking for
And you're in a rowboat?
one. Yeah.
I see a rowboat out.
Of course, now that we
Okay.
said that we want one, can't find them.
Brian, that didn't take you long.
Oh, witness, where you at, buddy?
You know,
Found
if
one?
you really wanted a boat, the best place to go is San Antonio. That's where they come from.
Now, when I was out looking for a boat, I was able to get them off from the islands over there by road. But that was just me. They really should be more readily available here because we're in a private.
Yeah, that too.
Would be my guess.
I mean, yeah, everything's more simple.
Oh no! I got the law after me.
That's for me, cowboy.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm out of here. No, look at that. I'm gone. I'm like the, you know, yeah, I'm gone.
Here, jump on a boat with me.
I've already jumped on my horse and skedaddled. All right, we'll get rid of the wanted poster here. Oh my no, there's a guy up front. Gonna have to veer off to the right here. Those guys, you know, they can be pretty stupid, don't you know? You could hide behind a rock, and they'll come up on the opposite side of the rock, and as they move around the rock, if you move in the opposite direction, you can trick them every time. Trick them every time. All right, that wanted poster is going down right now. And this is going to be an interesting matchup. This is going to be an interesting matchup because I don't think anybody has ever done any combat games on the water. And hence the name Slaughter on the Water.
Hmm.
Keg, good day. Pal, good day. And MWC, good day.
Here at the
Red
dock,
Dead
been
Redemption,
waiting for
good
ya.
day. Grand Admiral, good day. Ryan, good day.
Did you find a boat, Brian?
I'm
Hey,
in
Brian.
a rowboat. Wait, the cowboy up.
Oh,
Oh, I see a steamer.
Okay.
I'm at the dock.
Okay, I'm coming down right now, Brian.
What the steamers look like? They have a big stack on them, right?
They have a stack on them, and they'll be, yeah. It's a boat that you can actually get on any of the boats out there in the lake, but to drive them, you have to be able to be on one of the smaller steamboats, and yet there are two different size boats available. And my guess would be it's going to be easier to find one during the day than it is during the evening hours.
Oh boy. I
Okay,
don't know
so
if
I
I'm
see
gonna be
Brian's
able
got
to
a
get this
rowboat
one.
here. Okay.
Oh man, I think I'm gonna
All
die.
right. Take us out into the middle of the lake, Brian.
I am going to die.
And my guess is that you will. Whoa! Fell overboard. Help me! Help me! I'm falling and I can't swim.
I'm just trying to make my way to Jay to give him.
There's one steamer right outside of Blackwater here.
Okay, now sit
I
down.
don't think that's one that you can try.
I wonder why I can't sit down. Come on, sit down. Well, I'll just have to stand here like this, Brian.
Yeah, boat in front of us, but I can't tell what that is.
Okay, boat in front of us. Yeah, that's a big ship.
Okay.
That one won't count. Yeah, don't bother. Oh, one off to the left. One off to your right. To your right.
That might be me.
Other way. Other right.
You mean my left? Yeah.
No, it's your right. See that? Yeah, that's a steamer right over there.
Yeah,
In fact,
that's
I think somebody might be on it.
That might be me. You know?
Yep, I think it might
Tell
be.
from here.
I was scanning off that island right out there.
Did I just popped a round over your way.
Oh, did you?
This the steamer right here.
Okay. Who is that right there?
That ain't nobody on it. Shoot them bastards.
All right, all right, there's the boat we want right there.
All right.
Okay.
Jay, whereabouts are you?
I am heading for Blackwater. I died.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
jump overboard.
Wait,
See
I
if we can
forgot.
get onto this.
Are you trying to chase after me?
I am. I'm.
All right, now, can
are
I
you on a
get-
boat, Spud?
I'm the one right in front of you, I think.
Oh, okay, good. Couldn't tell if
I
you were
can't,
that one.
Okay, all right.
Hear
Yep,
him.
here's one boat right there. All right, now what I will do, Brian, I'll do this any way you want. You know, you're the captain of the boat here.
You're gonna be a
You know,
gunner.
you can have me as a gunner, or you can have me as a driver.
You're gonna be gunner.
Okay, I'm going to be a gunner. All right, so now, just so that you know, this is something that we want to try, and you might want to get familiar with driving this boat, Brian, because there could come
Yeah.
a point whereby you'll need to drive this boat,
Okay.
and I'm just doing that at this time. And go ahead and, all right, I just released it. You go ahead and try it and see what you think.
All right, hold there, Spud. Let me get on real quick. Oh shit! You just
Oh
killed me.
dear.
I use.
I didn't even know that was possible. I touched you and it just killed you.
It's not giving me an option to drive.
It's not giving you the option to drive. Let me
Yeah.
see what the option.
It can be a bit temperamental. You have to
Temperamental.
wiggle around a bit to try and
Yeah.
fucking get it. Right, Jay, whereabouts are
Okay,
you?
yeah. See, I was able to take it again.
I'm on the Blackwater
yeah.
Pier.
Try moving around on
I'll
that.
try
You
this
might
side
as-
over here.
You might as well jump off. Coming
Let
up.
me jump off. Get back on.
Hello.
Okay, so you got it?
Nope.
Oh, I thought we were going.
But now we are.
Now hit the A button. Yeah,
All right.
hit the A button.
Holy moly, you got quite the steamer there, Spud. Good job.
Okay.
I can't
All right.
hear Spud.
Who's doing what?
It doesn't matter. I can drive. I can
Oh, we lost one overboard. It looked like we did. Oh, there's Katie. She's right
Yep,
back
Katie's
on it. That was funny. All right, I need to just go get my my weapons. I guess I need to go back to port, Brian.
All right.
And I need to get onto my horse so that I can get a different weapon here.
Put a marker so I know where it's at.
All right,
Where
I'll
the
do
dock
that.
is.
All right, let me go to the dock.
What do
We
you
should
want
be
to do
right-
now?
What's that?
There.
Okay.
You want to shoot? You want to
No, I
drive?
don't.
What do you want to do?
I don't care.
This is cool. You can like take cover on the thing.
Red Hollow over on TikTok. Good morning. Larchie.
Jay, take me back to the shore. a
Yes,
little
it
bit
is
there. I need to get a different
RDR2,
gun.
and we are online.
Okay.
We're going to get ready to do a combat. We're going to do slaughter on the water. That's what we're going to do. Brian is taking me to port now so I can get the gun that I want.
I'm not sure the varmint rifle's going to do me much good.
Now, I'm thinking here about...
That's close enough, Jay.
all right, this is what I would like to do. In order for us to shoot back at one another, I would like the everybody to split up. In other words, I want to keep my posse together, and then
And the
Jay
microphone
Shredder,
too. Yeah.
yes, I would like
okay.
Jay Shredder to get his posse together, and I do not want anybody to be able to hear the other posse leader, so that we can actually make some plans and or create a game plan, whether it be offensive or defensive.
Okay.
All right, let me just. And look at that! I didn't even get my feet wet. Didn't even get my feet wet on that. So let me call my pony right now.
No, that's your pony. Don't want your pony. I want my pony.
Leave my pony alone.
Oh. My pony special.
Oh, let's see. Special.
Okay, so
When do you
said
want us
there-
to start our parties now, or?
You can do it now if you want, Jay. Yep.
Warren, so
Yes.
with there being no dynamite, does that also mean no fire and toxic moonshine as well?
You can throw fire or you can throw toxic moonshine if you want to. Yes, that's okay.
Okay.
Okay, you just can't
Yeah.
use dynamite, you can't use a bow, and you can't use E-rounds.
Right, cool. Thanks for clearing that up.
Alright. And I'm just cleaning some weapons that I need to clean and making sure that I've got
fire
together.
bottles, right?
Yeah, you can use a fire bottle. I don't
use
have a
fire
problem
bottle?
with fire bottle. You know, you got to be close to do it. So,
Mhm. Yeah.
and let's see, I want to clean this one up as well.
Alright, should we go on a separate party then, lads?
Yep, now is the time to split up.
Alright, I'll invite you guys.
Sounds good to me. I'll start it.
Okay, everybody over on Team 2, Jay Shredder, good luck.
Good luck to you guys.
Thank you. And let's see. Okay. All right, we're going to get back on the boat.
Yeah, well, you want us to uncheck the box on this stream because they'll be able to hear us.
Yep. Jay? Let me go into the party chat. Okay, let's see. I don't know whether they can hear us now. Okay.
Oh, wait.
Katie, you can take yours off.
Okay.
All right, now I think what I'm going to do, they'll still be able to hear me. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to go in and remove it from everybody. Okay, Brian, can you hear me? And Katie, you can hear me? Okay, they cannot hear me. All right, I just removed it all. All right, so now what I'm saying, and what I hope that they're doing, is I hope that they're not taking and listening to the stream. You know, please don't be listening to the stream, guys. It won't make it, it'll make it an uneven competition. But what I can do is I can have somebody like, oh, I don't know, is Scarlet back there? I can have somebody like Scarlet indicate when the go is. All right, so Scarlet, if you could tell them to move to the, Brian, you hold right here, okay? And let's see, Scarlet, if you'd let Jay Shredder know to go take his boat and go over to Rhodes. And then once he gets to Rhodes, then we're going to we're just going to start attacking. We're going to go for it. We're going to head towards each other. We'll just converge on each other and then see where we go from there. Now, mind you, this is a brand new event. Nobody's ever done this before, so it's going to be interesting to see just what happens. All right, there they go. They headed over to they're headed over to Rhodes. Once they get over to Rhodes, it should be. I see that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kick them out. Otherwise, we won't be able to kill them. Yes, yep, they should be. Okay, posse members. Here we go. All right, I need to kick out Jay Shredder. Jay Shredder, kicked. And I need to kick out ECU Al. ECU Al, kicked. And I need to kick out Spud Spot. Kicked. All right, so now what we've got is we've got my posse, and we've got Jay Shredder's posse, and we're on a boat. And we're just not going to indicate. Whoa! Now I lost the boat. What the? Okay. Yeah, the game is, wicked clunky. Okay, so we're going to have to be in constant communication with each other. Now, know this, that look, we've got the ability to be able to scooch down, pop and shoot. And so for me, Brian, the idea would be to maybe get us broadside of them so that we could be hiding on the opposite side of the boat and then pop and shoot them. Oh, okay. All right, so what you're going to try and do, Katie, is you're going to try and flank them. All right, make sure you got your tonics in place. So the key is going to be, Katie, is that you can head right towards them, and we could hide at the back end here. Oh, now, how did that go? Badger is swimming. Now we're all swimming. And then it just reappeared. All right, now everybody's in the water. And now, all right, I'm back on the boat. Hey, Katie. Now I just got knocked off again. I wonder what's going on with these. Maybe it's because we're too close to dock? I don't know. Okay, now I can tell you this, Katie. If you head directly towards them, Brian and I can be right here in front of you and have cover and pop and shoot, and they won't have a clear shot on us. All right, so we're going to indicate that this has begun at 9:05. And we're going to run this for 45 minutes. So at 9:50, okay. And I'm going to use a Springfield, initially speaking. Okay. Now you can see there goes a steamboat. Now you see that steamboat off to our left. Go ahead, Katie. You can head towards them. Let's head towards Rhodes. And Scarlet, you can let them know that that we're at it. We're going at it right now. And what I would do as well is you can use those ships, you can use these boats as some kind of blockage, you know, to cover us or whatever it happens to be. It's going to be, a lot of it's got to do with the driver and how they approach the other boat, in particularly with us straight on. And we're off and running at this point. And the thing to do is to be watching that mini map. We will be able to see them on the map when they pop in. So Katie Badger McKean is driving this boat. She's going to jockey us into position, and we're going to try and get as many kills as possible. And I'm going to need some people that are watching this to keep count of kills. All right, they're on the map. They're on the map. Somebody's using a Kakano. All right. All right. Yeah, don't turn sideways to him, Katie. Turn straight into him. Oh, I fell off. I'm back on. Yep, you're doing fine, Katie. Yeah, turn straight into him, just like you're doing. Okay, which shore? Okay. I'm trying. Oh! I got taken down. All right, I'm right here at Blackwater. Okay, Katie, turn and run. No, you keep. Okay. All right. This is so this is going to be difficult to get another boat, then, isn't it?
Please, just put the gun away.
See, this is the interesting part about doing something new, something different, and access to cannons. Yeah, I don't think that you can get cannons on the bigger ships. I don't think you can. Now, there's a little steamboat right there, but you see, with a little steamboat, you're oh, look at him take off. I don't know that we can find another boat. I guess the thing to do is let's all get on over there to Rhodes, and let's get down to Clemens Point, see if we can find a boat. But the thing of it is I don't think you can swim to it without dying in between. Maybe. Okay, I'm over in Rhodes right now. I'm gonna get down and see if I can. I'm in Rhodes right now. Come on, horse. Oh my God, I can almost run halfway down there before the horse even shows up. Now, what was everybody killed by? Was you able to see? Kakano, yeah. Yeah, I would guess that Spud is very good with a Kakano, yeah. Okay, now maybe what I should have done is eliminate the Kakano so that we're not looking at a great distance. You know, that way you have to get closer to each other. Yeah, but okay. We can try this and see what's going to happen with this. I don't know. I'm on the island off from Rhodes right now, looking for a boat or a canoe or anything for that matter. All right. Okay. Okay. I presently have a rowboat. All right, now, were they shooting at you, Brian? They were shooting at you? Oh, wow. That's good. I mean, because it's supposed to be a battle on the water. Okay. That damn Kakano, it's got the capabilities of shooting from such a distance. I'm in a rowboat headed out into the middle of the lake, headed towards Blackwater. Okay. All right, because I'm in a rowboat and I'm going to be very susceptible to being shot, I'm going to jump on this big tugboat or whatever it is. And let's see if I can get onto this tugboat. No, no, get up, get up, get up, get out! Okay. I'm on the tugboat. Now, I think I see you. I don't know, there's a boat coming towards me. That's you. Let's see. That is you, Katie. All right, that is you. All right, so now I'm going to just kind of check and see where they're at. I can't see them on the lake. Brian, do you have them in view? Okay. That's a trick. All right, Katie, I'm going to jump overboard here. That's not a problem. You're creating quite a wave there. Okay, I'm on. Okay. Now, what I would do, Katie, is turn right completely around. Yeah. Now, when you see them, Katie, you've got to go straight into them. Okay. Yeah. Go straight at them. What we'll do is we'll pull this. ECU Al says we weren't shooting at him. Well, how'd he die then? Yeah, you want to go straight into him, Katie. No, but if you head towards Brian... Yeah, I think we should be eliminating Kakano. That way it becomes more of a battle on the water. You know, that's what it's supposed to be, some slaughter on the water. Turn right into them, head right into them straight. If I can get my character to stop here. Why can't I take it? Oh, I see. Oh, they got me too. I was hitting them all over the place, but I couldn't get them. I couldn't tell. I didn't see. Did anybody see what we got hit with? Okay, so yeah. Now, listen, folks. Make sure you put Never Without One on. That's one headshot. Yeah, the problem is that we need to... He said what? Well, they are, but I mean, you know, that was something that I didn't eliminate. Yeah.
Hello there.
Well, it did. It was something that I should have considered taking out because it's got such a long distance
My
to it.
husband would be turning in his grave if he saw the state of the docks.
That boat there
Smugglers
that's
and
going away.
whores taking over.
See, they're such a distance away now. I can see the boat,
Somebody help me!
but you can't see what's happening. Is that the one there? I can't tell. See, now they've disappeared. I did. My card is removed. What does that mean? My card is removed. Cowboy Strong, should you not let the driver be shot to preserve the boats? Yeah, I think we're going to have to do that. I would agree with that. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to start this all over again with some different rules that we've incorporated. Yeah, add one into the party chat. Yeah. Adjustments, yeah. All right, Jay Shredder. Jay. All right, All right, so we've got a couple of things going on. Number one is the Kakano apparently is an overpowered weapon. And what we need to do is we need to get these battles that are closer together without any one particular weapon being an overruling weapon. So I think what we really need to do is we really should restart this thing with a couple of things in mind. We don't shoot the driver, because the moment that you shoot the driver, we're going to lose the boat. Potentially. And so let's say, for example, 2 people get killed and then the driver gets killed. There's no way we're going to get another boat. So we need to be able to get another boat. So if we put the driver off bounds and allow the 2 shooters to go at it from each boat, I think that would be a pretty fair thing to do. And as long as we're able to use, let's say, anything other than a Kakano or what's that other one, a rolling block, keep those out of it, then I think that's going to require us to get close to each other and then be able to do battle from there. Yeah. What do you think, Jay? Yeah. Yeah, the thing of it is once the driver is shot, it's a problem. So we need to keep the driver available. So we need to make the driver off bounds. You can't shoot the driver of the boat. Now, okay, let's do this then. Let's take all the cards off. That, we'll go raw cowboy, as I always refer to it. All right, so raw cowboy. Right. And now what that's going to do is that's going to put the onus on the 2 people that are shooters. Okay? That's going to put the onus on the 2 people that are shooters, and it's not going to give one or another an advantage in that respect. And it's not going to allow somebody to have cards that's going to benefit their shooting style. This is raw cowboy. Okay, mine are off. And let's see. Now, Jay, I will take... Go ahead. All right. Yep, that's fine. Yep. And all of the people over here, all cards are off. It's going to be Springfield and repeater and handguns and any throwables that you have. No dynamite. Yeah, no dynamite. Yeah, no E rounds, of course. Yep. Now, Katie, are you swimming out there? Oh, I see. I think it's an abandoned boat. Yeah. Okay, so what we're going to do now, this is what we can do, Jay, is you can stay in party chat up until the time I say go, and then if you would, we'll kick you out of party chat, and then it's on, and this one should stick. Oh, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, folks, so as you can see, we're taking and we're changing up the rules a little bit because, mind you now, this is a brand new event. We're trying to work this out so that it can become a fair competition. And the only way that we can do that is to go raw cowboy. No ability cards whatsoever. That is something I personally believe. I wish they would take it right out of the game completely. You know, we are raw cowboys. We don't need all of these damn cards and everything to assist us. We don't need all of that stuff. Yeah, the bolt action is fine. All right, you're in the right party for now, Al. And what we've been saying is that no ability cards. We're trying to balance this out so that we all get a fair shot at winning. Katie's coming in hot. Watch out, Brian. She's gonna wreck the pier. All right, good job. Good job. All right, yeah, let's take a look at the time right now. The Red Dead time, for example, is 7:37 p.m. So this is going to be the deal. This is going to be the deal. You guys have everything ready. By 6 o'clock, the match begins, no matter what. Okay? Does that work for you, Jay? All right, so 6 a.m., this match is on. Now, I will say that you guys come from Rhodes area. We'll come from the Blackwater area, and then it's on. Now, Kate, too bad we couldn't have a rope to tie this boat up. Oh, geez, that's going to be a long time, Katie. How's the... yeah, we can start from Rhodes. Katie, take us over to... Brian, jump on the boat. Let Katie take us to Rhodes. Okay. Good day to you, Spud. Looks like you're all wet down there. Yeah, I agree with that, Scarlett. I would agree with that. Now, it's amazing the amount of no, we're not going to fight at night, Lace. Well, during the daylight, you'll be fine to see it. Oh, yeah, yeah. That's a little difficult to do. Let me see. All right, we know that it's difficult to see at nighttime here. It's going to be that way regardless of whether we're on land or whether we're on the water. We could hold a lantern out. You'll get a little bit more light. So, Jay, where are you headed? Oh, okay. Katie was banging around the dock. Let me tell you something. She's a good pilot. You know, don't you be going and you know, laying some garbage on her like that. I could take and throw something like that at you. But it went out as soon as it hit the water. I know it. They do. Okay, so here's the deal, folks. Everybody knows what's going on right now. We've got a change in plans in order to level this out and make it work. And what that is that there will be no Kakanos. There will be no ability cards at all. None. No Deadeye, no passives, nothing. There'll be no dynamite used. Anything else that we were talking about, Brian? Oh, no E-rounds, of course. And that's... And we're going to start this event at 6 a.m. in the morning. And that way it becomes daylight and everybody that's watching will be able to see a better conflict going on. Yeah, I agree with that, Scarlett. Good morning, Mad Shaggy. Yeah, I lost my hat. I gotta get one when we get over to... Oh, that's a problem now, isn't it? Because you know what? Once you lose that hat, then you're more susceptible without it. Yeah, so I think, well, it doesn't matter because we don't have cards on. Yeah, so it's not going to hurt anything, whether you've got it or not. There are no ability cards that we've got in place. This is going to be Raw Cowboy, is what it's going to be. Now, let's see. If we take, and let's see. Are they in our party chat? Okay. Yeah, they are. Okay. Okay. Man, all my weapons got, you know, all dirty, being in the water. Yeah. And this is going to be a little bit of a boring stream until we can get some morning light. I'll get some light shining on this subject, and then we're going to turn around and we're going to go back at it. And this time, well, you could, yeah, you can stay in it right now. It's 10:20 p.m. We'll go out of chat at, let's say, 4 a.m. I'll make sure that everybody's out of party chat that don't belong here at 4 a.m. or thereabout. And then what we'll do is we'll give us a little bit of time to just talk with our own people and then see what we can do about getting it together and making it happen. And at 6 a.m. it automatically starts. But you cannot leave your docking position until 6 a.m. In other words, you can't come over at us at 5 o'clock and be on top of us so that at 6 o'clock, you know, we can't even move. That type of thing. We have to have a little bit of ability. We have to have a little bit of freedom out here on the lake to be able to manipulate one of these vessels to do what it is that we want to do. Yeah. It's like you just ran over something, Katie. Oh yeah, you are. You're so close to land. Yeah, sandbar. That's interesting. So here we are, folks. As I say, a brand new competition that we come up with, and we wanted it to be slaughter on the water, combat out here on the water. Yeah, there's a lot of things that you can do, but a lot of times, depending upon your cards and the weapons that you're using, you can have an advantage over some people here. We want to make sure that that's not the case. So we're removing all ability cards, both Deadeye ability cards, and we're using passives as well. I know, that's why we're waiting until morning. You gotta wait, Lace, that's all. Just like we do. She should be, let me see where you are. Yeah, I'd go through this area here and get over towards Clemmings Point. You know the little pier that's over there, right? Now, once it's 6 o'clock and you take off, you're the captain. You're driving this boat. You know, so it's all up to you. Okay. And let's see, the pier is off to the left, I believe, Katie. Oh, no, I guess you're going right, aren't you? Are you going right? No, I can't quite tell. Let me look at the map here. Oh, here's the pier up here. I just put a marker on it. Okay, now what you're going to find is you're going to find the dock up there. And you can just hang right around anywhere in these waters right here. That'll work. Yeah, they will have a tendency to sink. You're right. All right, we're after midnight now, so we are heading in the right direction. We're headed in the right direction. Now, mind you now, listen, nobody can see. We can't see, you can't see because it's nighttime hours, and that's just the way the Twitch streams are. They're really too dark for streaming. It makes for a terrible stream whenever you're doing any kind of activity during the evening hours. So that's why we're waiting until 6 a.m. in the morning to get this started. So that when all of this action takes place, you as a viewer will be able to watch it, and I as a streamer will be able to clip some areas that I want and put it on YouTube and have it, some good quality viewing action. And that's the whole point of waiting till morning in order to get this this mission in. This event in. Slaughter on the water is what it's going to be. Slaughter on the water. And it's going to be up to us to keep track of the time at 6 a.m. It's going to be off and running. And we're nearly 1 a.m. in the morning. At 4 a.m. in the morning, I'm going to cut all communications with the other competitive team. That would be Jay Shredder, ECU Al, and Spud Spot. Team 1, which is the team that I am on and working with, is Brian Smartnick is the captain. Katie Badger McKean, she is the boat controller. She's controlling the boat. She's got the helm. And I'm going to go ahead and pull that marker off right now. No need for the marker, I don't believe. And we're in position for when it occurs. Right now, we've got a rainstorm going on. And what I would say to everybody is make sure that your weapons are as they need to be, because it'll come upon us quicker than you think. And I'm kind of interested here in a couple of things. Number one, for example, because we don't have any ability cards on, is that going to degrade our weapons that much quicker? Now, some of us have the trinkets in place for weapon degradation. It slows the degradation down by approximately 10%. Will that still take effect? I think it will. But we'll just have to see where it goes from here. And let's see. The time being, or you can see lightning off over those mountains over that way. Some nice bolts of lightning. It's 2 a.m., nearly 2 a.m. And MC Rim, howdy. Howdy doody. And we're getting ready for some slaughter on the water. But we have to wait for daylight. Because, it's kind of like in real life at nighttime. If you don't have street lights, if you don't have city lights, if you don't have a full moon, it's pretty hard to see anything. Well, it's no different for you as a viewer as it is for me as a streamer or any one of the players that we happen to have with us. It's one of those things that we do not have control over. Wow, that was a nice lightning strike right there on that island. I mean, that was like right up close and personal. Wow. Maybe. Wouldn't that be cool? All of us get cleaned out by a lightning bolt. Catches the boat on fire. Kills all of us. Now that would be a hell of a thing to stream. And to clip. Yeah. And the storm, exactly. The lightning storm is the winner here. All right, so once again, we're going to take a look at the time. It's closing in, I think, at this point. All right, 2:30. 2:30. At 4 o'clock, we cut communications. At 6 o'clock, it's on. At 6 a.m., it's on. And there are no excuses. There are no adjustments that we're going to make beyond this. I think this is the last adjustment that we can make to this to make this even up so that we're all working as to doing the one thing. That's good practice right there. So that's cool. And no ability cards at all. No Deadeye. No passive ability cards. No Kakano, no hot rounds, no Dynabow, no bow of any kind. You can use the bolt action, you can use the Springfield, you can use the repeater, you can use a shotgun, you can use your pistols. It's just none of the specialty weapons are going to be used. And I'll clean them all. You never know when you're going to need one weapon or another, although I don't see myself being going to one of these weapons at all. I don't see that happening. Yeah, there you go. That would be interesting. Yeah, maybe that'll be a competition in the near future. You jump on, you get yourself a boat. You move out into the lake. You maneuver in such a way whereby you can jump on the other person's boat, go into some hand-to-hand combat, and then see where you wind up from there. In the drink, drowned, dead, throat cut, whatever. All right, it's 3:27 a.m. right now. So that... Yes. Yeah, and what we'll do... No shooting the driver. No shooting the driver, because you're going to wind up losing the boat. And let's see. So we're going to be starting this match. Yeah. That's a good point, Brian. That's a good point. I think we should do that. I think we should have a negative... Yeah. That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. I'll allow that. Yep, I'll allow that. Did you hear that, Jay? Whoever the driver is. Okay, it's 4:04 a.m. We're going to cut communications now, Jay. Are you okay with that? All right. Go ahead, cut your communications. Okay, everybody, it's now been cut, and what I can tell you is get your cards in place if they're not already in place, and get tonicked up as best you can. And what I would suggest, this is just my own opinion, I like what I like is I like the high velocity because it's got more distance. It doesn't do the same kind of damage, but it does more. It goes further. All right, let's see. Anything else you can think of, Brian? Okay. Yep. Not only point deducted, but I think that it should be, we'll stop the game. That should be something that they know. That should be just an automatic. All right, it's 4:44 a.m. We've got a 1 hour 15 minutes in game time, and then it's going to be off. Yeah, it's automatic done. So it's going to be a minus count of 1 if the driver is killed, even if the driver is killed accidentally. And Jay knows to juice up his driver as well, so that hopefully doesn't happen. And if it does happen, then the game stops in place, and then we go back at it. It is 5:08 a.m. 5:08 a.m. And as you can see, daylight is creeping upon us. If we look off to the east, you can see the sky lightening. It's yeah, it can happen. Now, I think it's the pop and shoot that's going to matter, Brian. But we have to be so close. Initially speaking, you have to be a long ways off. You can shoot a long ways off, but you need to be closer for the pop and shoot. But I think the pop and shoot is the way to go, because they can shoot all they want. If they can't hit you, they got to get closer. 5:28 a.m. We're going to get this going in the next 32 minutes of game time. Falans, good day. Pleased that you're here. Thank you for being here. Now, if anybody has any ideas that they might want to see come to fruition in the way of event, just go ahead and DM me, get a message to me, lay it out as to what's what, and we'll try to make it happen if it's possible. Yep, 5:45. 5:45. I probably need to go back and look. Oh, yes, I remember that now. Yep. Okay, Katie, I think it's time to go. Let's see what time it is. It's now 6 a.m. Move on out. Here we go. It has begun. No more laughing. No more fun. And it's time to get some tonics in place. Big game and tonics, no doubt about it. I think that's up to you. You're the boat driver. Yeah. Brian and I will just move along into areas that we need to be in order to make it happen, in order to get into a position. Now, what you could do is you could even hide behind one of these islands, like right there, and just use the island as a means of cover as well. Let them come to us. They're going to have to come to us through this opening right here. See that opening right over there? They're going to have to come to us. So that means we want to be over on this side, Brian. And now, if we see them coming in from behind, then what we're going to do is we're going to come up on this end right here. But if they broadside us, Brian and I are going to be over on this side. We're going to do some popping and shooting. Initially, we'll try to take and shoot long distance, maybe with our Springfields or bolt action. Then once they get closer, we'll switch over for more rapid fire. That's exactly what I've got. And we'll see what happens. We'll see where they're at once they come into position here, once we see them on the map. And right now, I do not see them on the map. And this time we're going to let them come to us. We're going to see if we can hold a position. And this game actually started, we're going to call it 9:50 right now. So that means that this game will be over at 10:35. This match will be over at 10:35. And regardless of where we're at, this is going to stick. Whatever it comes out to is whatever it comes out to. So we've got the rules in place. We've made the adjustments accordingly. And now whatever takes place, takes place. Whoever gets the most kills, they're going to be declared the winner. Quite frankly, although we can't see who the individuals are, the whole team wins, sure. Yeah. This is a team effort here right now. Yeah. Well, it should burn off, though, Brian, as time passes. That's what I find happens. And they're probably saying, what the hell are they doing? Well, this is what we're doing. Now, if we get fog, then what's going to happen is we're going to be at just as much of a deficit as they are. It's not going to be an easy thing, in which case we're going to have to poke around. We're going to have to poke around in the fog. But the moment that you see... Go ahead. Yep. Yeah, Mr. Pringles. Twitch. All right, Mr. Pringles. Yeah, if you're over in Twitch, you can't be using that, my friend. You can't be using any stream. You can't use YouTube. You can't use TikTok. You can't use Twitch. You can't use any of those. All right, if you can, get out. All right, we're only at 8:15 a.m., so it's only been a couple of hours, couple of in-game hours. The closer we get towards the end of day, then obviously we're going to have to become more aggressive. Yep. Yep. So yeah, everybody get off from these platforms. Anybody that's in this competition, please get off the platform. You know, you don't need to be seen or heard. If you would please, we got plenty of time. We certainly, yeah, we don't know that. We're certainly going to have enough time to get this in. Everything doesn't have to end with a wham bam, thank you ma'am. And this is just a little bit of strategy, I would say. Yes, they can. They can cross through those, in between those islands, but it's very narrow. And we're going to see them coming. We're going to see them coming. In which case, Katie's going to hold position, and we're going to come up to this end here, Brian. That means that they have the chance of hitting Katie. And if they hit Katie, it's going to go as a negative count to them. Okay? So we can use that as a means of gaining a count on them. No. As long as it doesn't kill her. It only counts if it kills her. And we're just going to let them search around a little bit for a while, and they may take and play the game as well, wanting us to come out into the middle of the lake. So this is going to be a question. Thank you, Al. Appreciate that. This is going to be a question of patience. And I'm sure that you've heard the old joke, patience, jackass, patience. If you haven't, you need to hear it. Because what you do is you're just kind of replicating a story over and over and over with no ending until the individual says, you know, well, when are you going to finish this? And then your comment is, patience, jackass, patience. No, you're right. That's your job. That's your job as a look. Katie's now. Now look at this. Katie, she's running as a moderator on TikTok, a moderator on YouTube, a moderator on Twitch. She's driving the boat. I mean, look, how many jobs can we give this woman? We'll just kick here for a minute and see what happens. And maybe we can draw them in. Maybe we can't. And it's going to be a question of who cracks first. Who cracks under the pressure? I agree with you. I agree with you, Scarlett. Exactly. If they'd fall on the ship here, that would be great. I could use some, I'm sure. Now, as you can see, the day has cleared up. The day has cleared up. The sky is clear. Okay. No, stay just the way you are. We're going to use you as cover. There they are. That is definitely them. I just hit one of them. Oh, the thing of it is, we can't let them get close. They're ducking down now. But, of course you can. Okay, somebody's in the water. No, I take that back. Not yet. There they are. They're shooting now. Okay, Brian. Time to get down. All right. So there's a -1 right there. The game stops right here. Game stops. Game stop. Game stop. Game stop. Could you let them know, Scarlet? Game stop. Okay. All right, game stops. We got to get Katie back on as a driver. All right, all right. Katie's coming back on the boat. And are you jacked up, Katie? Yeah, how can they ram you if you're using a scope? They can't. That's an easy answer. They can't. Well, they could, but they're running a great risk. They're running a great risk of having their people taken out. Yep. Katie? You let us know when you're ready, Katie. Okay. It's on. It's on once again. Yeah, I mean, this is just something that we're working out. I mean, I understand where Lace is coming from regarding scoping, you know, scoping somebody. But the fact of the matter is that, I mean, we didn't consider it. You killed ECU, Al? All right, so there's, so that's, yeah, it's actually 2 for us, negative for them and 1 for us. So it's 1, 2. All right, let's see if we can pop up again, and I'm going to use that. All right, I just killed Jay Shredder. Oh, who was the driver? Who was the driver? Do we know? Well, they're still shooting, so... Okay, Katie, take this boat right to them now. Take the boat right to them. If they're without a driver... Oh, no, they've got a driver, but they're down one person. Okay, so let's get into position here, Brian. Try not to... well, I mean, that's always a possibility, but let's get over here on the side, and let's just try... Well, what's going on? What's going on? You can't take and do that. No, you can't do that from shore. Because if that's the case, you know, we can take and we can shoot them all day long. I mean, this is where the problem comes. This is where it's hard to find some common ground on a new event to make it happen, because it's slaughter on the water. You have to go pick up your person, and they weren't on the water. That's right. You have to go pick up your person. Jay was driving. Okay, so if Jay was driving, I killed. Yeah, this is going to be difficult to sort out so that we can have an event that occurs later on that is without any difficulty. So we're just going to sort this out as best we can. We're creating an event. Okay. Yeah. But, so, you know, I've got a negative, they've got a negative, I killed Jay. We should have established who the drivers were. Okay, so we need... bring them back, bring them back. Jay's joining now. Here we go. Okay. 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 That works for me. That's number one. Now, Lace was saying she didn't think that scopes were fair. I question that. Personally, I think scopes are okay. What does everybody else here think? I mean, what we're doing here is we're creating a set of rules that we can use in the near future to create a combative event that becomes payable. You know what I'm saying? And in doing that, we're sorting out all of the problems that are going to occur right now. So I think this is our boat right here. Trying to think of how we can... Okay. Yeah, I don't know that there is that capability though, Jay. Yeah, we want to make this... Yeah. Well, that's what we initially wanted to do. Um, that was initially. Then we come up with the idea, or somebody come up with the idea of making the driver of the boat immune from being shot and killed, so that you could have some maneuvering. And I can certainly get that. The only way that we could do that, you know how we could do that? We could have the driver of the boat outside of the posse and in defense. What do you think? I mean, that would work, and then that way there's no problem with the boat driver dying, and then it's only she becomes the operator, or he becomes the operator of the boat, and then it's the people that were on the boat fighting. But how can they get killed if they're in defense? Well, you can kill them in defense, but if you're going to kill them in defense, it's usually with dynamite. And you're not using dynamite, so there's no way they should be killed. Now, if they're in defense and then they're jacked up as well, I would say that it's almost an impossibility for them to be killed. It would have to... and go in defense. Yeah, and look at this here. Now, somebody over on TikTok, Samuel over on TikTok, said that the driver shouldn't be used as a shield. Well, we technically weren't using the. Well, I guess we were using the driver as a shield, because we had her exposed to the shooting of anybody that was on the other boat. So, I mean, there you have it. I mean, there's another rule that we could actually put in place. But I think that even if you're using the driver as some sort of a shield, it doesn't matter if that person is in defense, and if that person is jacked up, that person is not going to die. I don't believe that person is going to die. The only way they can die is with dynamite, and we're not using dynamite. They could be used. They could be killed with E rounds, but we're not using E rounds. So I don't see a problem there. All right. So the Gamersin says you can still be killed with regular bullets in defense. You're saying regular bullets? Say that again, Spud. Yeah, okay. Well, I could see that. But if you're taking a shit ton of less damage while you're in defense and you're jacked up as well, I would think that, that could make a difference. I think it'll keep them from being killed off quite so often. Yeah, you're right, Ken. And this is not that type of a game, I guess. So we want this straightforward, but it's working out the details so that it works fine. And you know what, folks? This is what happens with every single event that we put on. Is we have to try to think of these things and what might happen, and that's not always possible. I mean, we thought we had this, nailed tight in the beginning, but it just wasn't the case. So, Katie, you are now what? Are you in defense? Okay, so you've got to wait for that to die down before you can go into defense. That'll take, I don't know what kind of time that takes, but it'll take a minute or two. Okay, so now you can go into defense. Jay, are you there? Okay, is your driver in defense? And then once you go into defense, Al, then also make yourself jacked up. Okay, jack yourself up. Okay. Yeah, okay. So Southern Girl says you can shoot. Southern Girl says you can shoot someone in defense, but it's very hard to do in free aim and all of that stuff. So I think we've got the driver situation taken care of. All right, so now I can literally see that Katie's in defense because she's an opaque dot at the back of the boat. Jay, is your driver in defense? Okay, Al, you're going to be the driver, Al? Okay. Yeah, it takes 30 seconds. Okay, now the next question is going to be, some people have brought up defensive glitch, they make themselves less more to die. Okay. Now the next question is going to be yeah, she's definitely in defense, Southern Girl. Katie's definitely in defense. And let's see, what time is it? It's waiting for it to pop up. It's 6:42 p.m. Okay, and let's see. Man, do these weapons degrade quickly. They get dirty fast. All right, so that's where we're at. We're just trying to work this out, which means that the next time that we have this as an event, it's going to be a lot easier to detail and get into place. Because what I do is I store these game rules. I can store them in my storage and then go back and look at them and pull them up at any time. Okay. Wouldn't it? Yeah, that would be nice. Which led me to an idea the moment that you said that, Jay. But there's no point of me bringing up anything. All right, now it was brought up about scoping. Should we have scoping or not scoping? And I'm going to ask Spud what he thinks, ask ECUL what he thinks. What do you think, Jay, and Katie, and Brian? You don't have a problem with taking it off, or you don't have a problem with it? Okay. Al? Okay. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I can as well. Yep, I can as well. I can go either way on that. I don't have a problem with that. So I say that you can use a scope if that's what you choose. I think we need to, if we're going to get a event in that is visible when I go ahead and stream it. Yeah, well, we're going to get into that, Samuel, as time passes. As time passes, we're going to get into something like that. But here's the thing. It's good to work through some of these issues right here on this new event. And mind you now, I can tell you for sure, there isn't anybody else that's done this on stream as far as a competition is concerned. They might have had some good times for a few minutes out there on the water, but this is a competition. And the winners of this competition, they're going to get a steamboat trinket for slaughter on the water. But what you need to do is we need to hash out all of the details that creates a bump in the road. It's kind of like skiing down a hill. You ski down a hill that's flat and smooth, you know, you're racing and what have you. But what happens when you bump into moguls, a section of moguls? They're just nothing but a rough area, a rough patch to get through, and a lot of times you're going to lose it right there in that rough patch. Well, what we're having here is we're having a rough patch. And we can add in rough patches later on once we've got this competition smoothed out and this is working fine. Then we can add things to either make it more difficult or whatever it happens to be. But initially speaking, I think we should try to smooth it out, make it a viable competition, and then add in difficulties as we progress further and further down the road doing this event over and over again. Kind of like we did with our call to arms. We started out with call to arms with specific weapons. Then we started using only on the roads or paths. And then we said no Deadeye. And then we said no ability cards. We're creating constantly a more difficult scenario for us to work through. And we're going to do the same thing with this particular event because I like the idea of this event. We just need to smooth out the areas that are of concern right now, at least for us to start with a new event. And then later on, I would love to do the dueling, Sam. And quite frankly, Giroux and I had one figured out, and we tried it several times, and it worked well. But as you know, things happen, and people drift away, drift apart, and you know we've kind of lost that. And now it takes a lot of time, as you can tell right here, in order to get all of these details figured out so that it becomes a fair competition. So let's see what time we're at this point. We're at 9:23 p.m. So we are barely going to have enough time to get this competition in and get it done. Now, if it requires us staying over on stream time, we're certainly going to do that because, Jay, do you see any other problems with this competition at this point? Jay, you there? Okay, so then I don't see any problems. ECU Al, Spud, do you see any problems? Al, you? Okay, and Katie, do you see any other problems with this? Katie, Badger, McKean? Oh, okay, all right. So what about you, Brian? Do you see any issues? Okay, so we're starting over. This is it. This is it. We'll do no more crybabying. We'll do no more adjustments. We'll do no more of that. But remember, if one of your people are killed, you can bring them back onto the boat. They need to get to you, or you need to get to them, or you work as a team trying to get to each other to get them back on the boat. They can only be competitive while on the boat. They cannot be competitive from shore. Cannot shoot from shore. Right. Yep. You can't. I don't think that you can be shot again until you've actually got on the boat. What's everybody think? Yeah. What's okay. All right. So. Well, after all we've been through, you're absolutely right, Al. I definitely agree with that. There is no doubt about that. There is no doubt about that. So everybody will stay in party chat at this point, and we'll get this done. It's going to be a question of, well, like I say, we can add more difficulty to it later on once we figure out an easy way to do it. Yes. Yeah, when you're dead, that's a score of 1. Well, if nothing else, what I can do is I can always replay the stream and do a count, if it comes down to it. But what I'll try to do is I'll try to keep a count. We all try to keep a count, and we just have to be as honorable as we can possibly be. Al. I like picking on you, Al. Can you tell? All right. All right. Oh, let me go to the stream here. Okay, audio should now be included.
There you go.
Okay, everybody's audio should now be included. And let's see where we're at. All right, so this is definitely going to be a case now where we're not gonna, I'm not going to tell the driver of this boat where to go or what to do. I'm just going to respond to his or her boat control accordingly.
Boys, you can tell me where you want to go. It don't matter.
Yeah. Yeah, once we can get a basic competition in, then we can develop it from there. It's nearly midnight in game, so we're going to be going here before you know it. It'll occur before you know it. But it gives us all time to, kind of ponder what it is that we're doing, figure out what it is that we want to do, and then just get out there and do it. And then we can always take and chat about it after the competition, before the next competition. And once we've got the basic rules established, I'll get them all written down. We'll have them for the future. And then from there, we can only move upward as far as difficulty goes.
Would you like a Discord channel where people can give their opinions in this event?
By all means, sure.
Okay.
By all means. By all means, that would be great. Anybody that wants to make a comment regarding the rules of this particular competition, you can do so by going into our Discord, finding the proper channel, and making your comment. Good, bad, or indifferent. I've got broad shoulders. I can take it. If you say it sucks, you need to do this, you stupid, I can handle it. I might come looking for you out in free roam, but I can handle it. A little bit. All right. So that would be good for everybody to be able to do that. Yeah, we're gonna, Clint Eastwood, good day, howdy. And Samuel, yeah, we're gonna do something like that. So there's a good opportunity, Samuel, to go into our Discord and make your comments regarding what it is that you think we should be doing in the way of events that crop up. And I'm going to try and spend even more time to analyze what the next competition, what the next new competition is regarding rules, so that we don't have this happen. This is the toughest one that we've had crop up, I think. And it's 12:54 a.m. It's 1 a.m. Once again, we want it daylight hours so that any videoing that we're doing is legible to the people that are watching, as well as any kind of videos that we have for YouTube or TikTok or anything like that. So I appreciate everybody being so patient. I love the fact that you're all here, and if you've got a comment to make, please make it. Please make it. No problem. And let's see, Gator fan says, what level are you? Well, I'm a level 1000 Gator fan. Have been a level 1000 for over 2 years now. So I've got some time into this game. But just because you've got a high level or you've got time into the game, it doesn't mean you know the game all that well. There are always issues that you're going to figure out and learn along the way. And I just learned a couple of things the other day that I never knew was going on in the game. So, I mean, it can happen. This game is quite deep. It's quite comprehensive. And we're going to get this off just as soon as daylight rises. Oh, Brian jumped into the water. Fell. Yeah, he fell.
You're gonna have to clean your guns again, Brian. I did the same thing, and they were
Exactly.
dirty
Yeah,
again.
They're filthy now. That water's dirty.
Yeah, I hope you don't get some sort of disease from it, like malaria or something. Rum 715. Good day. Come and gone, I think. And we're going to take a look at the time once again. 2:07 a.m. And we are at 10, almost at 10:30. 10:30 real time, East Coast time. 10:30 a.m. I want to see because we want this competition to go on for 45 minutes. So if somebody dies and they go ashore, then we need to have the driver get as close to that individual spawning as possible. The individual that has died that's on shore can swim out to the boat, but you need to be careful as to how it affects your character, and then go from there. And it doesn't matter. Every time that you die, it's a point for the other team. We will still keep into effect the idea that if the driver dies, it's a negative count against the team that kills that person. But even though our drivers are in defense and they are jacked up as well, both in cards and in tonics, that'll keep them from dying so that we can have some good competition. This is online. Rum 175. This is online. This is RDR2 online. Now I happen to be in a private server trying to work this all out, so that's where we're at. I can bring as many as 6 people into a private server. It's 3 a.m. We've got just a couple of more hours. Daylight will be upon us. And at the time that your in-game time hits 6 o'clock, 6 a.m., then it's on. You can start your process. You can do what you want to do. You can go where you want to go. You can make it happen.
What'd you say?
We've got this going on for 45 minutes. So if we're constantly working and manipulating, and nobody's doing any killing, and there's shots being fired, but nobody's dying, well, at the end of the 45 minutes, it could potentially be a draw. Or you could wind up winning it with 1 kill. Or it can be multiple kills. So a lot's going to happen over the next few minutes. And a lot can potentially happen. "3:30 a.m. We have some night fog going on here. And remember that nobody has any ability cards that are in place. Not defensive, not offensive, nothing. No ability cards at all.
Except for the pilot, right?
Except for the pilots of the boat. That's right. The pilots of the boat, they have those benefits in order to keep from dying so that the boat can be manipulated into any position that driver wants the boat put in. that driver is going to think and try to come up with the right position for her people that are on the boat, or his people that are on the boat, to get as many kills as possible to really bump up that score and win this particular match. Al, it looks like you're talking, but I don't hear you.
No, I'm not. I wouldn't say anything.
Oh, you keep coming up. ECUL, ECUL. Okay.
Could just be my mic is picking up my movement.
Okay. Yeah. I just wanted to make sure that you weren't trying to be heard. CM75 right there on TikTok.
Okay. Can you hear me okay?
Ken, yep.
Okay. I had to plug in my headset.
All right, we're a little past 4 a.m. in the morning. It's about ready to begin. Now, this just goes to show you folks how difficult it is to get these competitions.
I'll be right
up
back,
and
running to the restroom.
in play. Okay. It's not an easy task.
We were drifting towards land.
Okay. We got caught in the current, apparently. All right, 4:33 a.m. All right, it's coming, Twisted. It's coming. It's coming quickly at this point. All right, it's 4:49. We'll call it, it's pretty close to 5 o'clock, so it's not going to take long for this to happen. And so I'm going to call this, let's see, well, I'm going to say that this begins at 10:40, I would say. All right, well, I'll wait a little bit closer. Okay, Brian. All right, looks like morning is near upon us. Okay, it's 5:05. So I'm going to indicate that this match starts at 10:35. We're going to wait until 6, but I'm writing it down for 10:35, which means that this match is going to be over at 11:20. 11:20, this match will be over. (5:20 a.m.) We've only got 40 minutes before we get into the heat of battle. Yee-haw! Rack City is with us all the way from Massachusetts. (5:35 a.m.) And I appreciate everybody being so patient, sorting this out. 5:49. $5.58. Okay, guys, make it happen.
I just take.
Thought Brian was
Okay.
shooting me for a second.
Nah, it's taking that guy out of that canoe out.
All right, time to do it to it.
Oh, let's get going.
All right, so now it begins. We're going to see where it goes and what we do and how it's going to come together. And I think at this point, it's going to be whatever it is.
Oh.
We're going with this.
Katie, you do what you desire. You just drive, whatever you want to do.
That's right.
I think
But
I'm
don't
gonna
just
try
sit there.
Don't just sit there.
Yep.
Don't tell her what to do.
Don't go too far that direction.
Oh, I'm getting turned around here.
All right.
You need to go left.
Damn it! Damn it!
Ryan, did you fall in the water?
Yeah. Yeah.
Easy to do, isn't it?
Yes. Again.
Right.
Every time she takes off, I fall in the water.
All right, I'll try to move over further so that it'll give you more room. I don't know whether that's making a difference or not, but all right. We are searching each other out. It's 7:04. It is 7:04.
I don't see anybody.
And we're looking for that little blip that occurs on the mini-map. This is it. There's going to be a winner declared from this particular challenge. There's no more takebacks. No more takebacks at all. And I don't see anything on the mini-map at this point. Yee-haw! I agree with you. Finally got this thing underway. It's taken us a whole stream to sort this out.
Get back in the boat, Jay.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I
I
needed my
fell
life.
off.
Where are the life jackets?
You definitely need one.
Exactly.
Were they invented
At least
back
you should
then?
have. I got some smoke in the face on that one.
Well, get on the other side of the boat. I think they're going to be coming from the side you're on.
They're right in front of us.
Oh, right in front of him, cowboy.
Which way? You guys got a preference? Oh. I'm sorry, it was Jay I was talking to. Get down on the boat, Jay.
Okay.
Come on, get on this damn boat.
There we go.
Up, I'm down. I'm down. Whoever that was, that was almost dead.
I wonder why I can't do what I want to do here.
Somebody come get me. Get me.
It's a lot easier now that the driver's
I-
in defense.
It is. It is.
Because you can see the... Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Somebody,
Oh.
I'm on fire. Me and Spud are smoking.
God, that was funny. I'm sorry.
Shit.
Warren
just
killed
lost-
me.
2 point.
You just
We
killed
just
me,
lost
Warren.
We just lost our driver.
Okay, you're the driver out.
Yep.
All right, everybody stop. Guys got to get back on. Apparently, I burnt the whole damn boat.
Maybe firebolt aren't a good idea.
Okay, so with burning the boat, I killed the driver, but and I know I killed one other. Did I kill both others?
No,
You
I
didn't
think just
kill
me.
me.
I'm gonna hop on a canoe. I'll be right out with you guys. Just give me a sec.
Okay, so
I'm gonna
let's
get my horse.
sort this out. Brian, you died, correct?
I died, yeah, but
I got shot. So
he got shot.
Okay.
Spud got shot.
Okay. And Jay, what happened with you?
I just got lit on fire. I did not die.
Okay, you got lit on fire. You did not die. All right. So, but I killed ECU Al with that fire or something, and so therefore, it's 1-1 at the present time.
Did I
No,
shoot
uh,
Brian though?
Yeah, you did. I was just going to change that. It's actually 1-2.
Okay, so Brian.
Yeah, you probably one more shot. You would have been dead. I almost fell back off the boat.
I'm
Is
looking
this
for
boat
Brian.
moving now?
Yeah, I'm trying to find Brian.
I'm right here. I'm right here on my 2.
Okay. Okay, there you are.
Yeah, it's hard to stay on this boat.
It is very hard.
Do we have, what's going on now? Do we have a driver back?
I don't even know if our boat's gonna operate.
It should. Can you drive it, Jay?
I'm trying, but it's not letting me.
Okay, we got Brian back on.
I'm getting feedback. Somebody has a stream up.
I totally can't. I totally can't drive this boat.
You gotta crouch
cannot-
down. It's really weird how you have to do it.
All right, where is our boat? There it is. Okay, hold on. I'm on the way to it. Spud,
Pretty
where
sure
are
our
you?
boat-
Are you on the boat?
I'm on the boat. Yeah, we
Alright.
can't drive it.
We cannot drive it. No.
It won't let anybody drop.
Nope.
Oh, that's crazy.
All right, I'm not going to give up this canoe then. Let me see if I can find another boat.
I'll come with you.
Can you get in the canoe with me?
Yeah, I think I can do it.
I think it'll throw me out.
No. Oh wait, we're not on the same posse. Shit, yes it will. Sorry, Al.
It's all right. It's all right.
Here, do you want to throw me back out or?
No, I don't care. Go find a boat. I'll see if this thing will let me drive it, but I'm guessing it won't. Nope.
Now, I wonder why that is. That's just strange. Oh, maybe because I burned the boat that you've lost its controls.
Yeah, it could be.
What do you think?
I'm thinking so.
Yeah, the boat was destroyed. The trouble is, you killed the driver in the process. And
Yeah.
one was still alive, so... Now what?
Okay, so now what do we do? There's another guy on the boat. Do we kill him and? Gee, you
Don't
see
kill
once
us.
again,
Don't
you
do
see
it.
how the rules pop up and crop up because of different things that occur. I mean, if I threw dynamite fire onto the boat and I burned the boat is now incapable of moving. So therefore, it's dead in the water. So therefore, you would think that even though I killed the driver, I get a negative charge against me, but anybody else that's on the boat is susceptible to death. It's their problem that the boat doesn't work.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Are you fixing to shoot me while I'm standing on this boat right now? We're gonna have problems.
Well, you're in defense, Al.
Yeah, we can't hurt you.
Yeah, I can't hit you.
There you go.
It won't even lock onto you.
Here comes Jay. Nope, that's Spud's horse.
I'm rolling my little heart out looking for a steamer.
All right, there goes Spud.
Right.
So, technically, under those conditions, we have a 2-2 match at this point.
No way.
Why not?
You can't
Whatever.
shoot
Why
us
not?
on a. Well,
Right
We're
there,
a
okay.
dead
that-
boat.
that's-
We're just
that's
waiting
not
for him
happening.
to find another boat.
But why do you need to find another
Yep.
boat? I incapacitated the boat.
Yep.
You have a legitimate
No,
boat.
no, no.
I incapacitated the boat.
Yep.
I'm all right with that. If I knew that was the rules, I would have never got off the boat.
Oops.
Well, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. So it's like I say, these are the problems that we're having getting this event sorted out so that we all know what's going on and it can take place accordingly.
It could be that this
Kill it
event
out,
has
kill
to
it
go
out.
back to the drawing.
Well, you can't kill Al because Al's the driver.
He's shooting back at us.
Well, you can't do that either. All right, so maybe what we're gonna do, folks, is maybe we're gonna forego this event
Let it
today
go, let it
and see
go.
if we can
Yeah.
get it sorted out.
We're all winners.
You know. Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's this way. I would bet anything at this point that when I fired that boat, I killed the capacity of that boat to function. Now, by doing that, that means that they're dead in the water. But at the same time, I killed their driver. So that's a negative against me. But as it turned out, I had killed one of the others, and that kind of brought us up 1-on-1. They killed one of us. That made it 2-1, their favor. And then because they got back on their boat that's incapacitated, we killed one of them again, evened it up. I mean, I don't know what you guys want to do. I say the same as somebody just indicated.
We're all winners.
This is going to be an even up match. Everybody is going to get a steamboat trinket for just participating. We're going to work out the details a little bit further and see if we can iron it out so that we can get better competition out here on the lake to make it a viable competition.
I'm all right with it. I'm all right with a dead boat is a good boat.
Yep.
I just, before that rule came in, I was already looking. Yeah.
Yeah, when,
Yeah,
when
yeah.
Cab was shooting at me, I thought he was messing around, so I was just going back and forth with no gun out. Just like, oh, he's shooting at me.
Her boat
We're
went
all
away.
Yeah, well, I mean, you were on the boat, so for me, you were a viable target, whether you had a gun out or not. The moment you get on that boat, you're a target.
Like Cowboy said, we're
But
all
now
winners.
it looks like we're going to have to have some sort of a rule for that as well.
Work out the details, Cowboy.
That's
Yeah.
it, working out the details. And I'll tell you what, a lot of people out there say, "Oh, this is easy shit to do."
It's
It
not.
is not. It is not easy shit to do. I mean, all of the possibilities, all of the ramifications that occur when something happens. I never expected this boat to be incapacitated by fire, but it was. And what were the chances of me hitting that boat as it was passing with fire? But it was the only thing that I could think to do of at the time, knowing that Brian had already been shot. He was in the water trying to come back to us. What's that?
The boat burned? I didn't get to see it.
Yeah, the boat burned.
Why are we still shooting? It's over.
Yeah, why are we still shooting?
I'm on a boat.
It's over. We're done.
Oh,
We had called it.
oh, sorry.
We had called it as being even up. Everybody's going to get a steamboat trinket on this one. And then we just have to see where we go from there. But that's just one of the issues that cropped up and occurred. You can't think of everything. I mean, you think you can, but you can't.
No, I never dreamed you could burn a boat to stop.
Crazy.
It
I'm
is.
killing myself here.
Oh my god.
Get
Oh, yeah.
off of me.
There.
I'll let you. I'll tie you up and then I'll break you free, so that I can have my bolo back.
Take your bolo.
Okay. You gotta have my bolo. They're expensive, Al.
I know.
They're like $30.
What are you doing that for, old sir?
I wanted to.
No. What's that? What was
Oh,
that? Scott?
I was just
He just come up and killed me with a tomahawk.
Yeah, I see that. I see that.
shimmy,
All
shimmy,
right.
shimmy.
So in any event, so this is going to take a lot more detail than what we initially thought. And you know, I had an idea earlier about doing something like this. Okay. What if we have a team, and that everybody has to start on the steamboat? And then you take your steamboat and you might come up to one of those tugboats, for lack of a better term, that's out there in the lake, and you put one person on that. That's only if you choose to. And then that person that's on that boat you can't sink that boat, but he can fight from that boat. But obviously he's fighting from a fixed location. So what it's going to mean is that the other team members are going to have to stay close to that boat to draw in the competition, so that the person that is on the steamboat can shoot, and the person that's on the tugboat can also shoot, as though he is a fixed individual acting as a sniper. I don't know. I mean, it's just something that popped into my mind when somebody said that they were on a.
I think
a
we
bigger
got
boat.
enough problems getting this one going that we've already
I
figured
do
out the
too.
rules for.
I think you're probably right, Al. I think you're probably right.
Your guys' boat is still there. I'm still on
Yeah.
a burnt boat. Why don't we just do a
Yeah.
little practice and see what happens from one person fighting from a burnt boat?
Well, we can, but you guys can do that. I'm on land over here, standing next to Brian Smartnick and also ECU Al and Badger McKean, for that matter. We're all over here. Jay and Spud, you're going to be able to have to work it out amongst yourselves out there.
Oh, that's Spud on your
Oh,
boat. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's look on the map and see if we can determine anything. Yeah, there are two different locations. We have Spud in the water on one, and we have Jay Shredder in the water on another. One of them apparently is a boat that is viable. The other one is a boat that's dead in the water.
Too bad when their boat burnt, they couldn't steal, get on the competitor's boat and then Malay or knife kill the driver. That's the only time
Well,
you
they
can
can,
kill the driver.
but there's no way that that's going to happen, Katie. I mean, you're going to kill them, as they get up onto the boat. They're going to be gone.
Well, if
I think-
everybody's been shot but the driver, then they could take
Oh,
the
I see what you
boat,
mean.
but they have to kill the driver with like a knife or an axe or something.
In order to decommission the boat, in order to make
In
it
order
take it
to
out of
steal the boat.
circulation. Yeah.
Yeah, and once they steal the boat,
That is going to have to be something.
and then they win the boat.
Yeah,
Which makes
everybody
it winner.
is surprised about that, Scarlett. It stands to reason when I think about it, but I didn't expect it to be quite like that. I knew that if I had used dynamite, and both Josie Wales and I had tried that along with Lace, and if we used dynamite, we know we were going to sink the boat. But I never tried fire on the boat, and I probably should have, just to see what was going to happen. But we know now it's going to be a non-viable boat.
There's a collectible over here by this tree where I am, by the way.
Thank you, Al.
We're out here
See it?
trying to get the boat to sink, but we can't even get it to sink.
You should be able to.
on.
The only way that you're going to sink that boat is with
And fire.
dynamite.
Where did you throw all
That's the only way you're going to sink that boat.
Well, I put 3 sticks on it now.
And it hasn't sunk? Well, that's odd because Josie Wales and I were able to sink the boats.
It Boom.
That was funny, Spud.
All right, I don't see you guys out there now.
Yeah,
Spud, what did you do? Did you
I
sink that boat?
stood in fire with a moonshine bottle and turned into a suicide bomber.
Okay, suicide bomber. Yeah. I have an idea for an event, but I don't know if anyone would want to do it. Well, throw the idea out there, Southern Girl. Put it in the Discord, or send me a DM or anything like that. We'll try and make all of these viable competitions. I need to take some time and go back and collect all of the different competitions that we've got out there that have gone smoothly, and those that have been somewhat of a problem, such as this one, and then work out the details of those problem ones, keeping in one pile, so to speak, all of those that work, and another pile, all of those that are a lot more difficult to make happen, and just work on them and see what we can do. But I'll tell you what, we've been working on this now for 3 hours. And the fact of the matter is that I worked on it for a long time before this, checking out different things in order to make sure that certain things would work or wouldn't work. And there's a lot of time invested in this, a whole lot of time invested in this. So there you have it. We've got 2 minutes before end of stream. And I got to tell you, folks, I'm worn out from trying to make this happen. I'm definitely worn out from trying to make this thing happen. And so, but what I need to do is I need to make sure that everybody gets the clap. Brian, you got it first. There's your clap. And then let's see over here, Badger McKean. Of course, she's going to get the clap. She's got it.
Oh, gee.
Now the others are off doing something.
Oh no,
And
we're
I'm going to have to
close
put
by.
the clap in the air for them. All right, there's the clap for Jay, and there's the clap for Spud. Oh, whoop, somebody's coming. Somebody wants a personal dose of clap. Who is that? That's ECU Al. Al, I'll tell you what. There's the clap, my friend. Oh, the horse kicked me. Damn, his horse kicked me.
That's very unfortunate.
Everybody's blowing
That's
everybody up.
extremely unfortunate. Someone,
I'll tell you what. That's
Someone
crazy
sent-
stuff there.
someone sent bowler into him while I just set off my moonshine. Oh, that's so unfortunate.
Jump in the water. Oh, I was trying to put myself out.
I was trying to
See if I can light myself on fire here.
Jay, you got me.
That was
I
me.
did not. I'm still in a boat.
Come on, Jay. Get back on land, man. Oh, there we go. See if I can get in the water.
Ow.
That's what you call hot stuff. I've got no more.
Look at poor Badger
I got
just
nothing
sitting there
left.
being unattended to.
I'm
Brian,
just
what is
watching
wrong
the boys play.
Hot again. Awfully hot.
Why would you do such a thing?
People like to do something on the boat.
Well, you looked at me.
We're burning. We're all burning. We're all hot stuff here, don't you know?
Excuse me. Explosive.
All right, well, listen, I'll tell you what.
That's a
I've got a lot of
waste.
tonics I'm going to have to pick back up. Can you burn them in the water? Oh, then look at that. It goes out. It goes out.
Well, dynamite gets you though.
that worked well.
Good test there, Warren.
Exactly. Dynamite works even if you're in the water. Even if you're in the water. Oh, goodness. What have we got?
What? Oh, you went to a thingy.
Somebody disappeared.
All right, folks. Well, listen, we ended it with a bang and a little bit of burning, a little bit of banging, a little bit of shooting. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you all that was part of this competition today.
Yep,
The
it was
fact that
fun.
we couldn't get it in, I apologize for that. But Katie, ECU Al, Spud Spot, Brian Smotnick, Jay Shredder, thank you all for being here. I'm going to call it a day right here. I'm going to call it a stream. Everybody on TikTok, thank you for being here. Everybody on YouTube, thank you for being here. Everybody on Twitch, thank you for being here. We'll see you soon. We'll try to get it worked out. Lace and Pistols, thank you for being here as well. Always appreciate you even more these days because I know you're doing so very damn well. And by the way, folks, I just want you to know, Lace hasn't driven in 8 years until yesterday. That's how much better she is feeling and how much more alert and awake and alive she is. She drove for the first time in 8 years yesterday. She's way apprehensive about driving. We'll just, have her do little shot jaunts for a while and then we'll just see where it goes from there. But she was nervous
Nice.
doing it, but she did it well and I'm happy about that. I'm so pleased that she's doing well. Yee-haw! Lace and Pistols! Yeah, she's back, and I'll tell you what, I've gone into a couple of call to arms with her, and she is as deadly now as she's ever been with that Springfield. Her kill counts are way up. And so I'll tell you what, I'm so happy for her. I could actually I don't know what I could do. I could just keep talking about it, I guess. But nonetheless, I know you've all heard enough about it, so it's time to go have a good time for whatever time we've got left. Stay well, stay safe, everybody. Adios.
safe.
See you soon, I hope.
Bye,
Good
Will.
Lord willing and the creek don't rise.